Hello and welcome to LADZ podcast, where we talk about Milton Keynes ice hockey and of course the NIHL. We've got Mason back and we've got Brian.
Hi, Mason.
How you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, so of course we've actually got quite a fun long weekend, haven't we?
Yeah.
Talk about. We'll go first off. We'll talk about the results.
Yes.
Because who wins this week?
Oh yes.
Someone's getting excited.
I'm getting excited. You'll find out why in a minute.
So we start off as the Bristol at home, of course, welcoming us, Milton Keynes Lightning.
Yeah.
Of course, we were at the watch party.
We were, and we got a shout out from Bristol as well.
We did at the watch party. Everyone started cheering.
Yeah.
But other than that, we'll go into the watch party when we go into the Bristol game information because it's quite a longish one.
Yeah.
Bristol won 5-2.
Yes,
but they were the most deserved winners.
Oh yeah, I mean, we'll go into more detail later, but on the day they were the better side,
and they're starting to find their form.
Yeah,
because you've got Bricknell's finding his feet, Dunbar, Batch, Bailey Haywards, and of course their import netminder, Napier,
who was really outstanding. I thought. I think he had a really great game. Certainly in that first quarter where he probably saved Bristol from an even bigger score in the first quarter.
Yes, definitely, because Lightning didn't come out. They
scored but as I say, we'll go into that later.
We always get that, don't we?
We do, indeed.
And of course, Leeds away to Solway Sharks.
Yeah, we thought that Leeds would win that.
I thought Sharks would go for it.
But Mason thought different. But, close game.
Definitely.
I think,
fight back.
I think the Sharks, although they're not really getting the rub, it's difficult with the Sharks because they don't seem to have that final push, do they? They get very close to teams, but they don't quite have that final push to get over the line and get that win.
Get that win.
Yeah,
definitely. It's like similar to Thunder, wasn't it?
Yeah,
They couldn't just get that over that line, and no, we'll go into that later on. But
again,
now look at them.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is can be very psychological. That when you get into that. Where you are just being beaten by one or two goals every single time, it becomes a barrier in your mind to actually get that further. Yeah.
So Leeds took the 2 points.
They did.
So of course you got that one right, didn't you?
I did.
And Lightning first game, we got that both wrong.
We both got that wrong. Yeah.
And of course the Swindon and Bison.
Yeah.
7-1 to Swindon.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to win, but I didn't know it was going to be that kind of score.
No. And again, Swindon are one of the top sides. We saw them on Saturday looking really, really good. And they're deservedly up at the top.
No, definitely. And of course, one of the players, they got loads of talent anyway, but one stood out for me is Ben O'Connor.
Yeah,
outstanding.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to remember, he's an elite player that's come down from this season, and he's just showing his class.
100%. And of course, going to Saturday fixtures, Brian.
Yeah, the Steel Dogs beat Bristol. 6-3.
Battle of the Dogs.
Battle of the Dogs, yeah. Another good game for Steel Dogs. They're a strong side. They
are. And the thing is, the whole weekend anyway, it seems like most teams are beating each other.
Yeah.
Quite exciting. It's not like, as I said before, it's not Lightning, Leeds, top two, and then got Swindon holders behind. It's literally like everyone's at the minute. It's there.
Yeah, and I think before the season started, we were saying, and we were quite aware that this was going to be a very different season this season.
Yeah.
The teams seem to have levelled themselves out, and I think everybody is just that little bit more competitive this season than they were last season. We had a few teams that weren't quite so competitive last season. And anybody can beat anybody on the day.
And then the level of hockey has just gone right up the roof there.
Amazing.
So, amazing. And of course, Romford Raiders welcome the Hull Seahawks.
Yes.
I think I went for Hull.
I think you did.
Oh, actually.
I can't remember.
We can't remember, but we got the points anyway. I've already done the point. It's been a long day anyway.
It's been a long day.
But another 7-1.
Yeah.
For Hull Seahawks away.
Yeah, Hull actually starting to pick up a little bit again, and they're starting to rack up the points.
Honestly, that was like just seeing all the pops-ups and everything, and everyone seeing clips. I was just like, wow, okay. I think Matty Davis is actually, let's go. Come on,
and that again, that sometimes happens. You get to a point. I mean, I think last week I referred to the Amarin.
Ruben Amarin. I laugh. You saw that. He's like, hell no.
The Ruben Amarin phenomenon. And I mean, that seems to be the way with Hull at the moment. They've taken that criticism, they've looked at it, they've worked on what is going wrong, and they've obviously sorted it out to a better degree.
No, definitely. And of course,
so well done, Matt.
Yeah, well done, mate. And of course, Peterborough away to Bison. I went for the Bisons. I thought no one's going to beat them in the first home game, and Planet Ice did deliver.
They did at last. Hallelujah! Bison finally made their home debut for the season. Not quite the result they would have wanted.
No.
But a good win for Peterborough.
Definitely. I think they're probably thinking. I think Tate will probably think, like, guys, they are going to come out. It's the first home game of the season. They're going to be loud, but don't let that get you. And they came out with the win.
Yeah.
And quite impressive form. And of course,
another very, very close game.
Super tight game, wasn't it?
Yeah. Tigers, the Sharks, 6-5. Again, that Sharks 1 point loss, it's beginning to become a bit of a habit, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's been a couple of results like that. But of course, Tigers just push on that line because they just went for that push, and they did. Yeah. And look at the talent David Thompson delivered this weekend.
Again.
So I wonder if he's made the
We'll find out later.
And of course, Lightning welcome Swindon.
Yeah.
I think after, of course, the first game on Friday, I think everyone's a bit very nervous.
Oh gosh, yes.
But very tight game because it was 1 goal to Swindon all the way right near the last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Lightning. I actually did say I was actually standing at the behind Headley, and I actually said if they can get this goal, and it's going to be overtime, I think they are going to win.
Yeah.
And Lightning won 2-1.
Yeah, but we'll go into that.
We will
again.
But honestly, shout out to Swindon for that game.
I have to say it was one of the most exciting, nerve-wracking games that I've been to see for a long time.
No, definitely. It got everyone's heart racing.
It certainly did.
Emotions were high.
It certainly was.
So we go on to Sunday, which was a big shocker.
I think the biggest shock of the
Castle.
Steel Dogs beating Leeds 6-2. Leeds haven't been quite as dominant as they have been in the past at home. I've got to go. Just bear with me.
No worries. This is a first. But no, going on that, because I know, what was it? You had Ollie Endicott. He got quite a few penalties. I think all up to 20 minutes because of him and CJ Garcia. I think there's going something on at the moment where I think Leeds might put it in. Apparently check back of the head. So I've seen the video because CJ's like, and then Endicott's just like, oh, whatever, mate, and get on. So hopefully that'll be resolved. Don't know what happened there. Just saying about Ollie Endicott.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Apologies, fans. that's the joys of living on your own and having to do the cooking.
Does smell good though.
It is. It's very nice.
So going from that, I forgot about the Ollie Endicott, where you got the 20-minute and plus all the other minutes. So But there might be a talk of CJ Garcia apparently done a quick back check of the head.
Oh no!
So I think Leeds might put that into DOPS.
Yeah,
we might see that. So if it does, if it is, we'll see.
I think that's something we've got to address here. The statement came out from the English League and the Scottish League about the use of, sticks as a weapon. I think it's something that's got to be stopped.
Oh, 100%. Because it's happened, and not just there now, there's been a couple of times around the lower leagues. Stuff has been put out on social media where people have swung their sticks in anger. Of course, missing the players, but only getting 2 minutes. But of course, I think we don't know what's been said, and we think like they might have got further punishment, because the fact is you still swung your stick in that way. They've got to learn a lesson.
Oh yeah, and
it's not a weapon.
We want ice hockey to be fun and competitive, but fair.
100%.
And within the
rules,
within the framework of the rules.
In 5 minutes.
Yeah, the framework of the rules. So let's move on from there. Hull. Again,
4-point weekend for them.
4-point weekend for that.
5-3 victory
over the Tigers.
Yeah, quite interesting game actually, because as I said, Thompson, and you got Kenny McPhee, Mitchell King, you got all those guys there, and it looked like a very entertaining game.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to watching the highlights of that.
Yeah, I think it will be a good one. And the final game of the weekend was Peterborough and Romford Raiders, and Romford came out winners 5-3.
I think that was going to be a tightish game. Very tough place to go to. But I thought Romford Raiders just pulled out the bag. Yeah, and,
Peterborough, again, are one of those teams that seem to be up one week and then down the next day. They just struggle. I think that's been a lot with a lot of teams, including the Lightning, that they struggle just to find that consistency, week in, week out.
Yeah, because I think Swindon's been the most consistent team, minus the overtime loss as recently before. Yeah. And of course, Leeds Knights, very similar as well.
Yeah, they were. I think it was an 8-game run or 9-game run they had.
I think
wins.
So. Might have been. But on from that, from all the predictions, I got 8.
And I got 10.
You got 10, so well done. Week 2 is yours for that one.
Yeah.
Smashy.
1-1 now.
1-1 now. So we jump back right into the Milton Keynes Lightning against Bristol, and
What have you done?
I've pressed something different.
You've.
But yeah, we'll go into the Bristol one. We're at the watch party at the Holiday Inn.
Yes.
Which ended up being a fully packed room.
I think that was your first watch party.
It was.
What do you think of the watch parties?
You know what? I do like it. It's actually pretty good, and everyone talks to you. You meet new people, and of course, we had a special honorary guests.
We did. The mum and dad of none other than Mr. Wallace,
Mr. Tim, head coach Wallace.
Yeah, it was lovely to meet them. Yeah, lovely to meet them.
And the dad was like, "You guys do the podcast."
Yeah,
and it's like, "Oh yeah." And he said he's like,
and he complimented us on the interview with Tim as well, which was very nice of him. And a shout out to them, because obviously they actually. I was talking to Tim's father, and he was saying that he gets up and watches the live stream, because obviously he's over in Alaska at 10 o'clock in the morning, which is. Sounds ideally.
Yeah, but honestly, it was great. And of course, I had no kids, no one there. And I had a couple ciders, glass of wine. It was quite nice. But of course, go to the game, into the action. Of course, it was delayed. There was another plexiglass break.
Yeah.
And I think I heard
Martelli. It was Martelli, yeah.
So Bristol had to deal with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bristol they just turned up, and we were short-benched.
I think, from my perspective, watching the game, we had a very good first period. I think we came out with a purpose. The Bristol netminder, remind me of his name. Napier. Was outstanding and really kept them in. You know, we pinned them back for most of the first quarter, and then it became awful, if I'm honest.
And we had a couple of next to us, and they said, as long as we can keep out the box. Fortunately, we kept going in the box quite a few times. Captain James Griffin was in there a couple of times. I know he stood up for his team, which is good to see, 100%. But at the same time, we're losing that man, captain, and they scored.
Yeah.
And it's just, unfortunately, we can't have that, can we?
No, and, you know, it was one of those games where, for whatever reason, the Lightning just didn't click.
And didn't recover after their goals, because shout out to Elliot Lewis with his wraparound goal.
Oh, it was a good one.
Of course, assisted by Patrick Forsberg and Jan Djokovic. And, of course, Donovan Kabai.
Yeah.
And Elliot Lewis with the assist. And, of course, Malik Martelli. And then shout out to the commentator at Bristol.
The commentator from the Bristol live stream actually said that Martelli is probably the best skater in NIHL.
And then, of course, there's me like this. Oh, even better than Kieran Brown.
Yeah, even better than Kieran Brown. And I think, you know, we've talked in other podcasts of Martelli, and I think, you know, he, to me, has been one of the outstanding players this season.
It won't be long until we be playing elite in the future.
We hope not.
Of course, we hope not as fans.
We do and we don't, if you know what I mean.
For his career to go forward,
we
want everything the best for him.
But we want him to stay at the Lightning.
But right now, he's like in a bit of Nottingham Panthers.
Yeah.
And hopefully Panthers will be watching and seeing.
I think they should be.
So, unfortunately, that is it. Oh. You got Mr. Brian on the technical side.
For a change.
Details.
For a change.
This is fun. And then we're going straight into the Swindon Wildcats. Oh, it's
right. Let's start. I think before the game, social media was obviously awash with negative comments after the game on Friday.
Yeah, there was
a lot of people believing that Swindon would just absolutely
wipe the floor. And then, of course, we've had a lot of people on social media these days. We do have a lot of people taking off faces of people and putting them on social media. They had one with Tim Wallace with how to manage ice hockey.
Yeah.
And we're all here for a laugh and everything. Of course, you probably think we're being biased and everything, but I guarantee if we didn't... No, we're meant to be non-biased. But no... But the thing is, if someone else's manager or other player, people will have a view about it. But that's the thing, everyone's got their own view.
Yeah.
But come to the game. But shout out before that. Shout out to the supporter stand.
Oh.
For all the merch.
Yeah.
Halloween's, because you've got the jersey, you've got the bear, you've got the pucks, you've got the key rings. Everything Halloween was incredible. Brian got hold of some pucks.
I did.
And thank you for getting me some, because I couldn't fit through those gaps with people.
It was really, really busy. And I think one thing that we've always had at Milton Keynes Lightning is a great supporters club. They are absolutely amazing. And shout out to Dave Bunyan and all of those involved with the MK supporters club. You know, the merchandise, they're always polite, they're always happy to help. And that stand is getting busier and busier. You know, it's really a great place, and well done to you guys.
100%. And then I managed to get a Halloween Jordan Spadafor jersey. And then who's behind me? Jordan Spadafor.
Yeah, you were lucky.
Managed to get him to sign it for me. Had a quick chat up, so shout out to Jordan. Hopefully you get back on the ice soon, mate.
Yeah.
You are missed.
Yeah, he sure is.
And then,
the game. Well, I have to say, I said this just before we came on to the podcast, that this was probably one of the most exciting games that I've seen for a long, long time. You know, we went in there with not a little bit of worry, a little bit of doubt in our minds that, you know, the Lightning would do it. Although I did predict they would win.
I'm the one that went against, didn't I?
You were. But, excuse me, to be fair, I think Lightning put in an absolutely amazing performance.
Yeah.
You know, Swindon, as you said before, are one of the top teams and are really flying. And to hold them to one goal for 2 periods and the majority of the third period as well. Yeah. And we made them at times, we made them look ordinary.
Yes, because I sat in block 3 because you took my seat.
I did.
With my dad. And of course, the first goal came to Swindon, first 6 minutes in. What happened was, it was a late change, wasn't it, from Nagsy coming off. And as soon as I saw him going off, I was like, no, because Ben O'Connor, being smart, put it straight through pass.
Yeah.
And of course, Sam Bullis with pretty much Jordan Headley couldn't have stopped that one.
No. And I think that the thing that, Tim will be looking at is I think that's the second time we've sort of struggled on changeovers. So I think it may be something that he'll want to address.
Yeah, because that's what he said straight away. It was we were very unlucky with that change, and then they took advantage.
Yeah.
But going through the whole game, we knew they were tired as well for the double shifts from Bristol. But there's a lot of people moaning, groaning. But in the back of my head, I knew last week I did say I thought Swindon would go for the win. That's just me just being open about making it fun.
Yeah.
But still support Lightning regardless. And so if we win, we win. But they did. Swindon multiple times could have finished us off, but they didn't. As you said, Lightning did stop them. And of course, the 2 players, the majority of the game, did stand out the most was
the 2 netminders.
Definitely. But also Martelli as well with Jordan Headley partnership.
Yeah. I think, they're quite rightly both netminders won the...
Mara and Headley.
Won the man of the match. They were just outstanding. But, as you say, Mason Martelli, I think, was, again, a standout player. But I think all of them really...
They all put their shift in.
They put in the shift. They never let their heads go down. And then an exciting
last
10 minutes.
Yeah, and then when the 2 minutes left came, Ilya Korinchuk got the goal.
Oh, it was a good goal as well.
It was, because we thought it might be a tap-in from Jan Djokovic who was there, but he actually, because you saw the replay, even Djokovic looked like that. It was so quick. That's the talent that he's got.
Yeah.
I think where, as Tim said with him as well, he struggles on that a little bit, have that belief just to go for the shot.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll score more goals. But other than that, the whole rink erupted.
I have to say, it was the noisiest we've been for a long, long time. If you weren't there, watch the highlights on YouTube. And you'll just hear the sheer volume when Korinchuk scored that goal. It was just deafening.
And I did say, if Lightning score late on, we'll get the win, overtime or whatever. But then, of course, it did go to overtime. We had the power play.
We did.
But, of course, Swindon being Swindon. But then it went back down to 3. And then Donald McAbye came in.
And he got it for us.
He got it, and the puck went up slightly, and then of course he literally just went poof, like a baseball.
Yeah, he and it shows, Dom has become a real big player for us. He's got, obviously his experience is starting to really show through. He leads from the front. He's very, very strong in defence, and I think he's starting to encourage a lot of the players to believe in themselves more.
Yeah.
He's a real leader.
Yeah, because as soon as that goal went off, before the actual buzzer buzzed to be a goal, I saw his hands raised, and I was on the other side, standing behind Headley. I raised my hand straight away. I knew it was a goal as well when it erupted.
Yeah, and again, the sound was just unbelievable.
It was.
Sorry, I've got to go.
It's going off again. It's got to make sure the food doesn't burn.
I don't want to burn the house down.
But no, and then of course, man of the match. Before it even got announced, we all started singing Jordan Headley's song. And then Jordan Headley won man of the match. Absolutely outstanding, great netminder, and honestly, incredible performance from Jordan Headley.
It was
well deserved.
It was a really great. It was a really great performance. We all know that the how good Jordan is, and he's really once again proving that he's one of the top netminders in the UK.
No, definitely. So that is it for Milton Keynes Lightning.
Yeah.
We get into the predictions again later on.
Yeah, we will.
MK Storm, they post later on because we post on Wednesdays. So you'll see all their stuff being shared from us. We did catch some of the game last night. I forgot who it was against, but one of the players, it's under 14 Storm, and she's only 12.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely astonishing talent.
She wasn't just watched by us, she was watched by Will Fry, the Thunders.
Yeah.
We even had Elliot Lewis there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tim. I know you should be working, helping clean him, but he was looking a little bit, but it was talent.
Yeah. She is just an outstanding young lady. Very, very fast on the ice. Amazing stick control. For somebody of that age, I think really, really impressive.
And the other team knew that, and of course,
they just didn't have an answer to her.
No.
Didn't have an answer to her.
Shout out to her, and of course all the other team.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's be brutally frank here, Mason. MK Storm have a wide depth, and that the future of Milton Keynes hockey is in good hands with the Storm, and shout out to their coaches as well and the management for what they're doing. Well done, Storm.
No, definitely. So, and of course, there was nothing for MK Falcons for that, but I did bump into Gina Taylor at the end.
Yeah. So
I had a catch up. Did post on social media today with an interview with Yevie Jordan.
Yeah.
So that's now out. Quick fire interviews. I do apologise for taking so long for that one to come out, the third one. So let's go and jump into...
Oh, and just before I forget... they have got a quiz on. I think it's the 14th of November. I'll double check that.
Or was it the 2nd of November?
No, I think it's the 14th of November. But we can double check that one.
Oh, the Girl Pack.
For Girl Pack.
Yes.
So,
information popping up now.
We'll put the information into the podcast. We do like to support the MK Falcons. Great bunch of ladies and
gents
and a valuable part of the MK family.
No, definitely. Thank you for that. I like that. When I forget, he reminds me. When he forgets, I remind him.
Yeah.
Perfect little duo.
Exactly.
I'm guessing that I'm Batman and you're Robin.
I'm
only saying I'm bigger.
Yeah, I wouldn't go.
Well, you are wearing burgundy, then wearing black.
I'll go with that.
Hey, you got the legs like Rodney from Horse and Horses.
Go on then, say, I was going to say, I've got sparrow legs, Okay.
So, we're going to the MK Thunder, which was yesterday's game.
Again.
The Halloween Spooktacular.
Yeah. The return of Thor, the mascot, who went down an absolute storm. We had probably the biggest crowd I've seen for a Thunder game.
Yeah.
In a long time.
Because Lightning weren't playing either at all on Sunday.
So a lot of people came. So thank everybody who came.
Awesome.
And thank you to the Haringey Huskies who brought quite a lot of fans as well. But Thor was there I think you had lots and lots of pictures.
There were lots of pictures.
Lots of pictures and lots of goodies given out. Then,
And then he went on the ice.
He went on the ice. He did.
He took his moment to run on the ice before the Zamboni came on.
Yeah.
And of course, I think he missed the first shot, and everyone was like, "Oh!" But then he got it back. He scored a goal, and then of course, I think there's a picture popping up now. He was on his knees, celebrating with his hockey stick, open arms, like got a goal. And then I saw some kids banging on the ice, like yeah. And of course, you know what was great to see? Him running on the ice, not even slipping, and then jumped on the ice, never on the plexiglass. Awesome.
He's just such a talented dog, is Arthur.
He's a bit more chubby at this year, isn't he?
I think he might have put on a
too many dog treats.
I think he's had a few too many dog treats over the off season.
Yeah, right, he'll burn it off, won't he?
I'm sure he will.
But yeah, other than that, and then of course, he did like the Husky fans. Because I think he saw some of the Husky fans with the dog hats.
Dog hats, yes.
Husky hats, and he was sniffing them, and barking, and he had a fight with one of the kitty cats.
Oh.
Who's dressed up.
Naughty thought.
He got beaten though.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
He didn't want it hurt her.
Because cats always win, apparently.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it was...
so let's get to it.
Yeah, so at first, I know we weren't training, but we had a few people might be out.
Yeah.
So we're looking at maybe a short bench. We're like, but we still had some belief that after the win from the Spitfires, they knew we could do it. Then as soon as we turned up, the majority of the players are back in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, shout out to Josh Hitman. I hope he has a speedy recovery with his fractured ankle foot.
I think so, yeah.
So hopefully you get that healed up soon, mate. And
definitely.
See you back in the ice you missed.
Yeah, definitely.
And JB on holiday?
Yeah.
I did say to the people, I went, what a time to take a break off on holiday. I hope it rains.
Yeah. Can't have players going off on holiday enjoying themselves.
But yeah.
Again, really good game.
Very strong, very fast Huskies team.
Yeah.
Looked pretty incredible themselves. And of course you saw that, again, 2 goals up.
Yeah, the Thunder seem to have fallen into this pattern of letting the teams get those couple of goals.
Yeah.
But a big shout out here to Alfie
Tigard.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. The young 16-year-olds.
Yeah, his first appearance for the Thunder
in the league in a cup game.
Yeah,
just standing in for Aaron Burton.
Yeah, brilliant performance.
He held strong. He just didn't let the pressure get to him.
No,
especially right near the end, which we'll come to a bit afterwards in a minute. But yeah, he was incredible performance, and his team backed him up well. Yeah,
and we now it's nice to see people like Lewis Conroy, and some of the prospects and
Sam
Josh
Furnell,
and the prospects coming through as well and getting some ice time and not looking out of place whatsoever.
No, and the thing as well, you're playing against older guys there who are not afraid to give you a hit. I know later on, Sam Purcell did have one of the lads proper giving him what for.
Yeah,
but he just got back up and just pushed him back.
I think there was a little bit of rivalry between Sam and somebody else.
Yeah,
there was a
shout out to Sam. He honestly, it was class.
I think as I say, it's a credit to the Thunder that they're giving these guys the opportunity to play, and and really play as in the spirit of what Division 2 should be. A development teams. A lot of the teams have gone with development teams. Guildford and Peterborough are obviously the 2 strongest, who perhaps don't go that way. But shout out to the Thunder for their commitment to the youngsters.
No, definitely. And of course, going into it, after the 2 goals, even 2 goals down, Thunder had it still under control.
Oh yeah,
didn't get to him, playing great. And then of course Ryan Runfor.
Yeah.
Bless him. He came in quite late, got straight on the game, scored a goal. Honestly, incredible. I do like that guy. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He comes in and basically just delivers.
And he's one of those. He's what I call a quiet giant. He's not one of these players that are loud and look at me. Some imports can be. He just comes in, does the training, goes on the ice at games and delivers. So,
definitely. Plus, he's a busy man off the ice as well. But shout out to Ryan.
Yeah.
And of course, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Number 21. Got the seconds.
Yeah, lovely to see him score.
Honestly, it was great to see him. Because shout out to his little family. That's so lovely.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
That's his little one. I picked them up and I wasn't daddy, so I got the tears. But it was fine. I got the smiles from afterwards.
Yeah, we did. You did.
And of course, an impressive Mark Cannons. Again, 2 more goals for him.
Yeah, Mark's is another one who is just bang on form. Incredible awareness on the puck. Superb 4th goal. Absolutely. Was
that
it the
tight
3rd
angle,
or the 4th?
I think it's the 4th.
The 4th.
But it's the fact that
it
the
was
angle...
just such... I don't think anybody expected... And in fact, I know that the photographer, Chris Valentine, actually said, I didn't get any photos because I didn't think he could score from that angle.
It's literally like... I just don't know how. It's just like... There's the goal. And there's him right there. And he just... The most tightest of angles. And even the netminder was shaking his head like, how'd that get in?
Yeah. So, it was just an amazing
goal. And of course, just before the game started, remember, Will did take out a couple of the lads, including Xander Robertson, gave some new little instructions what he wanted.
Yeah.
And we're not going to reveal what he said.
No, but I think that's the...
They took it on board, all of them.
I think that's the beauty of what Will does. He is constantly not changing things, but trying to make them better.
Yes.
And I think that's what I think.
What makes a great coach.
He's an amazing coach. And I've worked with great coaches both in American football and I've seen great coaches in ice hockey. But he's really got that great feeling. And the team are behind him 100%. And all the other coaches, of course, they do a great job as well.
They literally done their jobs tonight, and it was incredible. And, of course, wherever Xander's been told, and also his performance, man of the match, shout out to Xander Robertson.
Definitely, yeah.
Man of the match, Xander. Well done, bud. Honestly, incredible performance from him. He was everywhere, the talent, and showcased a nice, filthy little move.
Yeah.
It was just popping up now.
It was just just one of those rare highlight reel moments that, come along once in a lifetime. And, of course, there was also a really hilarious one with Mark's Canis where two of them were two Huskies were coming in to target him, and he just stopped and led back, and they just went bang into each other,
and we saw him laughing,
and he had a little chuckle to himself. So well done,
that was
Mark.
funny. But the Xander one, honestly, it was just the way he flicked it, and then the players were coming towards both of them, the Huskies, and he flicked it with his skate over, controlled it with the puck, with his stick, and just carried on with it, and went for a shot. Filthy.
Yeah, and I think yesterday was probably the best game for supporters, especially. I was talking to a lovely young lady, mum, who had 2 very, very young children. She'd had to buy them shirts, and they ended up going and doing the fist bump with the players. And she said it's the most exciting and the best thing that they've ever done. And she would definitely be back at the next game. So, and I think that's where Thunder are really starting to do really well. And, they've got merchandise, they've got Thor, they've got the family atmosphere.
And everyone's just talkative and friendly.
It's great to see. So shout out to people like Lauren, who does an amazing job. She's very, very quiet, although she probably wouldn't agree with that. She's very quiet in terms of the fact that she's not one of these people that are very visible, but she gets on with her job, and she really does a great job.
Yeah, because Thunder is pretty much our second home.
Oh gosh, yeah, I think we spend more time with Thunder than we do with our own family sometimes.
I do apologise. It's only drinking. That's a rule breaker of mine because I don't like drinking or eating on podcasts. But I've got extremely dry throat today.
Yeah, and I'm not feeling the 100% either because I had, being an older man, as this one keeps reminding me, I had my flu jab on Friday, and
as I said, you're fine at the time, but then it affects you later on because you're a bit older, and then
it's knocked me a little bit.
I said that to you, and you still didn't get it until afterwards. So
no,
oldie.
No,
but I hope you get better soon as well.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
So that is it.
It is.
So now we go into the predictions. We're not going to do this one too long, so we'll jump in on which is a very interesting one. Wednesday.
Yes. And I believe Wednesdays, just for people who are tuning in and don't actually know, a lot of the games that we're playing at the moment are either purely league or cup, or just cup. And I think I'm pretty certain that the 3 midweek games that we're about to talk about are cup games. So, we have the league, the cup, and then you have the playoffs.
Yeah.
And obviously, we'll explain those a little bit more when we get during the season.
We're only going to do from the 29th, which is Wednesday, to the 31st. We're not going to do the whole lot.
No.
And everything. So we'll jump into it. On the Wednesday games, Romford Raid against Peterborough Phantoms. And we saw from the last game.
Again, it's a difficult one because...
Don't forget, Raiders won 5-3.
Yeah, I think...
Last game.
I think... I'm going to stick with the Raiders.
Okay.
I've got friends who are from Romford, but I think Peterborough, they just don't seem to be consistent, and it's a really difficult one because they'll either totally stun us and win the game quite convincingly, or they'll struggle. But I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Okay, I'm gonna go for Peterborough Phantoms only because I think they want a bit of payback. Get those result back.
Yeah, fair enough.
So next game is Milton Keynes Lightning are welcoming the Basingstoke Bison.
Yes.
I'm going to join you anyway. I know you're straight away going to say it, but I'm going to join you. Milton Keynes Lightning.
Yeah, I think the Lightning.
It won't be an easy win.
No, I don't think any.
Right.
As I say, I don't think any game. The days, although some of the scores are quite high, I don't think any game is easy now.
No, and on top of that as well, Max Wright, even when he was at the Bees, we always struggled against him.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's going to be a very, very competitive game, and it won't make it easy for us. Plus the squad, they've got talent. They can, on form, win, but MK Lightning.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And it'll be nice for me because, I've been saying that I haven't seen Bisons. So, Bisons?
Ultimate Masons.
So, it would be nice to see them in action so I can then have a better idea of what I'm talking about.
No, definitely.
I'm going with my family, my brother and my daughter and my 2 friends, Andy and Andrea. Shout out to them. And it's great to have something to do on a Wednesday that's not training.
Yes. And of course, Telford Tigers welcome Sheffield Steel Dogs. That's going to be an exciting one.
Again, very close.
I want to say Steel Dogs. I'm going to go Steel Dogs. It's going to be a hard game.
It's a hard game. I'm going to go Telford. I think I'm going to go Telford.
Yeah, because
I think Telford have got I think what they have got is the depth of people who can put that puck in the net.
Definitely, because even Eric Henderson's scoring banging goals and his points. And Henderson, Thompson, you've got Mitchell King, you've got Kane McPhee, you've got Ferguson, you got
Yeah,
I've got but then also you've got Steel Dogs who won 6-2 at the Castle and are performing.
Yeah, as I say, it's a very competitive league this season, and we make very light of the predictions, but quite honestly, a lot of these games this year, they it's really difficult to predict because it swings back and forwards.
Definitely, and then of course going to on the 30th, Leeds Knights and Hull Seahawks.
Leeds will obviously want to win because obviously nobody likes to lose at home.
No. And this Hull Seahawks had a 4-point weekend, banging in goals for fun.
Yeah.
Looking in form. And that momentum.
Again, a very, very difficult one. I'm going to go Hull.
Hull, Leeds. I'll do the opposite. I'll go Leeds Knights.
Okay.
Let's see. Cool. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
I want to win the third one.
As you can tell, we hate this bit of the podcast because, as I said, it's just so close this season.
Yeah, and then Swindon Wildcats and Bristol Pitbulls. Swindon.
I think.
Sorry, Bristol.
I think Bristol have had two really good. Had a really good weekend this weekend. But Swindon, they are a class act.
Yeah. So
and they're at home as well.
Definitely. So we go Swindon, and then the last one we're going to say is Sheffield Steel Dogs and Solway Sharks. And I'm just going to go Steel Dogs because I feel like last game it was actually at home at Steel Dogs with Solway. Solway beat them. So, but I think Steel Dogs have learned from that game. And on top of that, Solway have got themselves in this little mini pickle of can't get over that last line.
Yeah.
So that might go in the favour of Steel Dogs at home.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I say it every week. I adore the Solway. They're a great little organisation. They've got some great fans. They always bring the game, but they just don't seem to be able to get over that line.
No. So you go Steel Dogs as well?
I'll go with Steel Dogs.
Steel Dogs.
Yeah.
So that is predictions. We shall see who the best man wins.
Yes, definitely.
And of course, going to the team of the week, we've gone with netminder Jordan Headley. That performance against Swindon just earned that spot for us.
Yeah. It was about. I think if you could name a netminder of the week, two netminders of the week, it's got to be Marr and Headley because that was two world class performances.
But of course, we'll go with Lightning anyway.
We'll go with Lightning, yeah.
Back to Kevin McPhee's still there. Just over the weekend, we looked through the points and the games and hearing everything. So he's still outstanding.
Yeah.
And of course, the other D-man we went for was...
Don't ask me. I can't remember. I can't remember.
It's that last week, isn't it? You helped me there.
I did. Let me just see.
I just woke up the doggy. We go back to that one, but the front three, that's so embarrassing. But yeah, front three, David Thompson reclaimed his spot. He has. Ben O'Connor. That was it, is there. So, Ben O'Connor, because after watching him, of course the points and assists and stuff, but also watching him on that game day for us at Lightning, I just thought, as you said, elite and everything, outstanding. Yeah.
And, I think it's, a credit to him that although he's come down the league, he's still putting in the performances. It hasn't affected him in any way, and it's a really great performance.
Definitely. And of course, going into that, Kieran Brown's not in our squad.
No?
He's been knocked out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but still an outstanding player. He might come back soon. But David Thompson's back.
Oh, of course.
For the weekends. It's between him and Kieran Brown, I reckon, for the top spot.
Yeah.
And of course, Bailey Hayward.
Yes.
Pretty impressive weekend.
He really had a good game against Lightning.
Yeah, and of course the other game as well. Some of the assists and goals as well. But I like watching him play. He's incredible. A great Brit and everything.
Yep.
Sorry. There's a few other players, some honorary mentions, but we'll put that on a post later on.
Yeah.
And of course,
Emil
Svek, one of my favourite players.
Your favourite player?
Well, one of my favourite players, anyway. Next to CJ and Jordan Spadafor. But yeah, it's just, I feel like he's starting to find his feet now.
And
slow start.
That is probably the reason, or one of the reasons that, the Hull Seahawks are starting to bounce back and get to that point where they're the Hull Seahawks that we love and know.
Yes. So yeah, that's team of the week.
Yeah.
Sorry about forgetting the Ben O'Connor.
We're human.
But we are going to add it back in just for a laugh. Stinker of the week.
Oh gosh.
But we're going to put in Malik Martelli for breaking the plexiglass.
Yes.
Naughty.
And making us all sit and having to have an extra beer.
Yes.
That was really naughty of you.
Extra beer?
Yeah, we had to have we had to have an extra beer while we waited for them to fix the plexiglass.
Well, I forgot what I was doing. I think I was doing something on social media, but yeah. I was researching stuff, but yeah. And then, of course...
Don't believe he was drinking too.
Ollie Endicott.
Yeah.
For what happened at the castle.
Yeah.
And everything. So, and of course, you never know. Someone else from that incident might go on next week's Stinker of the Week. But Stinker of the Week's is fun. It's banter. And then I was going to do it last week, but I forgot, didn't I, Stinker of the Week?
You did.
Because we did mention Will Fry for dodgy reffing in that game.
Yes. But we won't go, Mason's going to bring that up every week now.
You'll see it happen. You see what happens when I play you again. When I get some of the other players as well.
Yeah.
I've already told some of the players as well.
We'll see.
I've already told Lewis and Charlie they're on my squad.
We'll see.
But yeah, that's it.
Can I just have one thing?
Okay.
That I forgot last week.
Hang on, wait.
And I was very, very naughty. And my daughter actually reminded me. And he was very upset. Can I just send out a belated birthday message to my daughter's boyfriend, Bronson Gould, who had his birthday on the 18th.
You forgot his birthday?
I didn't forget his birthday. I just didn't make it shout out on the podcast.
There we go.
So there you go, Bronson. Don't say that I didn't give you a shout out.
There we go. You've made Stinker of the Week.
I've made Stinker of the Week.
Yeah, it's a naughty face there.
Yeah. But, once again, guys, in all seriousness, thank you ever so much for coming together and watching our podcast. It really, really is a great thrill to both of us to have so many views. We're getting views that we never could have imagined that we would 2 months.
And more likes.
2 months, more likes.
More subscribers. And on top of that, having at the minute, a lot of people coming up to us, and I'm getting messages from people saying, keep up the good work, we're enjoying it, awesome. And then on top of that, it's just where it first started to now, it's just wow. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts, both of us. And saying that, please carry on watching. Hope you enjoy, and please like and subscribe.
Yeah, and look out in the future because we may be starting to sell some merchandise as well.
Not they're expensive though.
Oh no, we won't. We're not motivated by money. We're motivated by the love of hockey.
Love of hockey, and also to make you guys happy.
Yeah.
Putting a smile on kids' faces, because that's the main thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And little birthday bags and little bags for children that we do, because the watch party, they gave us a shout out from Brian, of course, Lightning Lads bags. We've got little mini tote bags coming soon with
So the next watch party, I think James was saying will be in December. So if you do have kids, do come along, bring your youngsters, because they may just get a surprise.
Yeah, and we have to probably sort out with James and also find out how many children are there.
Yeah.
So we can have like enough for everyone.
Yeah.
So I guarantee in about 20 next minutes, 30 children, they'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
But we'll sort it out.
Yeah, but, really great. Hope that Tim's mum and dad get back to the US.
Yes, get back safe and sound.
And it was a pleasure meeting you. And big regards to them both. And to all of you. Thank you very much. Yeah. And we will see you next week.
Yeah, that's the Lightning Lads. Thank you.
Thank you.